just about set to Cleveland Browns. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns heading out, and the pressure squarely on the shoulders of number 6 in his second season now with the Browns. The number 1 overall pick in 2018, Baker Mayfield. Play fake. Mayfield. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 19-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 3rd-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Still on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ready. 53, check 53. Go, shoot.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. There are the numbers for McDonald from a week ago. 7 catches, 87 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Counter on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
And this certainly doesn't seem like an ideal situation for them because they're coming in on a losing streak, and they've got the quick turnaround right here to Thursday night. But maybe that's for the best. Get right back on the horse and go at it again and not dwell on the losing that they've had in recent weeks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Oh, look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Rudolph now to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Rudolph throwing again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got... On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. 59-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's...
Ready? 33, check flag 33. All day, baby, all day, Shoot!
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. He finds his man Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle.
Mike.
180.
Mike.
It's coming this way, Here we go.
1st down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
That bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Connor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Connor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Speed grip, speed grip.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Watch the shit.
He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Complete. It's Johnson. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker.
Here we go.
Shot here, but to no.
180! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up.
Watch the slant.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.